Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy K-Cross here, back with another video today. Anyway, this video I'm going to be trying to explain how I think I could make you guys better. That doesn't sound right. Just ignore that. Just let me say what my tip is to a lot of people that want to get better that aren't as good as me, but I believe that they could be a lot better than me if they tried and used these tips, because I don't think I'm that great, and I think, a lot of people could be better than me. A lot of my friends always ask me how I got better than them whenever we all started playing about the same time, which is like COD 4 World at War time. And I always tell them this one tip that I'm about to tell you guys, which I will get to right now because I'm not going to drag on the video too long. Anyway, that tip is to stay in the games that don't, favor you, that don't make you happy, so to speak, I guess, or whatever. Because whenever you get into a game like this game right here is a perfect example. These people play in a way that I don't like, and they play it on a map that I don't know that well. And I think that's very, very important. So I'm going to split up the groups of players into like three sections, isosceles triangles, whatever the hell they're called. I'm gonna make a pie chart. Like, you have the people that rush, the people that camp, and the people that do both. So I consider myself someone that does both in a way that I play what I feel is right at the time. Like, I'll push and put pressure on people if they are, sluggish campers that aren't doing too well. But if there's like an objective by me, I'll kind of stick by it and try to play perimeter, play a zone defense in a way. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't do, is they don't focus on the fact that they have to adapt their playstyle to the people that they're playing, or they have to make people adapt their playstyle to them. But whenever people are playing sluggish, you can't. You have to adapt yourself to them, because they're not going to come out. They're not going to come for you. However, I guess, if you play super sluggish, they'll have to eventually come out, right? But, people in Call of Duty don't have that big of, attention span. So, it's whatever. What I'm saying, though, is that whenever you split these three groups up, I feel like this game is more of campers and sluggish players. And I don't know how to engage them on this map because this map is so odd. I'm still not used to it. I didn't play it very much when it came out. And this was my second game on, so my shots were, very, very off. And I was very, very, my aim was sluggish. Not, it wasn't like camping, but it was sluggish. I do hard scope a couple of times. So, anyway, that's my point of, I was trying to figure out how these guys were playing, and especially since it was a weird objective mode, Team Defender is not my favorite mode. You have to figure out, where, why they're doing certain things, where they're at. I don't really know the spawns that well on this map, stuff like that. So, I was just trying to adapt, and honestly, the whole entire time, what was keeping me, from getting mad was the fact that I was listening to music, at this time. I wasn't even really paying that much attention to the game, and I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that they were all camping until, later in the game. And I was like, oh wow, these people are playing like douchebags. Anyway, it's their playstyle, it's whatever. You're never going to be that great if you're just going to camp. So, that's on them. At the end of the day, they'll never be able to improve if they sit back. You have to, push yourself into engagements in order to get better at gunfights. Anyway, that's another tip, but I feel like everybody knows that tip. The thing is, you have to adapt your playstyle to this map and to their playstyle. So once you do it once and you have a rough feel for it, you can kind of remember, in the back of your mind subconsciously, the spots that you could use to get an advantage on the spots that they use. See, a lot of people always say that I'm only good at shipment and shoot house, which I would say, yeah, sure. Probably, yeah, I'm a lot better on those maps than any other map. And it's a fact at this point. I think everybody kind of is, though, in a way. A lot of people at least like those maps more than every other map, it seems. And that is because I played so much on those maps compared to the other maps. I have more time on those maps and more kills and everything on those maps than any other maps, because I subconsciously remember where people are going to be, and I kind of have the statistics in my head. What people don't realize is we're all mathematicians in our heads. We have statistics built up. We have ideas. It's like whenever you go to a free throw line in a basketball game. Say you're playing 21 and you're going to the free throw line. Now, if you in the past you've made a lot of free throws, you're not going to rush for that rebound after you shoot it. You're going to be subconsciously, you're not even going to think about it. You're just going to be like, oh, that's probably not even worth rushing for, because it's either going to go in or it's going to miss bad. Or you know what I mean? It's going to barely miss and it's going to roll off the rim and I'm not going to be able to get it. They're going to box me out. Whatever. So you have these what am I trying to say here? The numbers, the statistics built up in your brain already, subconsciously. You're not even thinking about this stuff. You're not even thinking about the fact that, this is here and this is there. That's the thing. It's like on Shoot House, if I see someone's mounted in the back of the map once, I know they're going to probably be mounted in the back of the map for the rest of the game. They're probably going to be going to that spot a lot more, and it's going to be a hot spot. So I know not to run down center lane unless, you know, it's absolutely necessary. And I know whenever I do run down center lane, to try to do evasive techniques. So that's one thing that I built up in my brain because of that map, and that's why one thing that will increase my ability on that map to get better is the fact that I know that, like, that statistic. I know this stuff, and basically that just comes with time. That's just something that comes with time, like playing on the map and learning from people. See, the thing is, the more time you spend in the loading screen, the less time you spend in the game, and the less stuff you'll learn. That's my thing. Like, I'm using basic statistics. So with these people, I knew that they weren't paying much attention to what was going on around them. As you can see right there, like that guy, I missed one shot. He had the opportunity to turn and shoot me, and he was too distracted on my teammate, or he was too distracted on something that didn't seem to be as big of a threat. So the thing is, you know, I see how these people are playing, and I see that they're playing a lot slower, and that I can't run up this lane and start shooting at them. They are pretty much locked down on it, and I now know that, you know, if I can just peel into their like spawn area or wherever they're camping, I can kind of take them out from behind, and they probably won't even notice me. So that's just my idea. That's my, like, one thing that I'm building up in my brain, right? So this only comes with time, though. It's something I kind of have to, you have to play to do. You have to play to know, right? And basically, that's what I was doing, was just playing to know. I wasn't getting mad and leaving the game. I was like, all right, where are they going to be next time? Where are they going to be? Or like, where, if the flag's here, are they going to be over here? Are they going to be pushing us to get the flag, or what? So this is just things that you're paying attention to, but you don't realize you're paying attention to. I feel like that's one thing, you know, Shoot House and Shipment are such fun, fast-paced maps that most people play on them a lot, right? Just to have the, you know, fun, you know, experience of, you know, pure adrenaline. Like, you know, it's just all the time, everything's happening at once. You know what I mean? Like, there's no breaks, there's no pauses or anything, right? And that's why people love the maps. So people play those maps so much, and there's so much action all the time, that people kind of just remember these things. They remember the spots that you can engage someone that's mounted in and statistically best kill them, or know what I mean? Like, if you're on Shipment, for example, and you go to the right lane from, I guess there's really no way of explaining this, but people are mounted behind the 4 barrels in the forklift area, you're going to know to get behind the barrels too, or that one barrel too, in order to engage them, because statistically you have less body to shoot from that area, and you know that they're, that's like how you're going to have to challenge them. That's your best bet of challenging them, right? Or really your best bet of challenging them. For me, in my mind, if I was to encounter that, I would slide past the barrel and try to get behind the crate and jump on top of the crate to engage them, because most people forget about that. And that's my idea of engaging them. That's how I would do it. Statistically, I feel like I win more gunfights that way. Or I just wouldn't engage them at all, because I know that it's really not worth it until you can peel around the back and get behind them, because that's another great way of doing it. So that's what I mean. Like, you build up these statistics in your minds, like, subconsciously. And you kind of have to, you just kind of have to expose yourself to it, and you have to play the game. Like, you can't just leave whenever people aren't playing the way you want them to play. You're going to have to adapt to these playstyles that are annoying and may not be cool. And that's exactly what I feel like a lot of people don't do. They just rage quit, and that's not good for, like, the progress of your career on the game. Like, if you just quit and you never learn how people play the maps and stuff like that, you're never gonna really know what to look out for. And of course, you know, it changes with game modes and game styles. Like, if this was domination, the game would have been played differently. If it was hardpoint, it'd be a lot different. If it was search and destroy, it definitely would have been a lot different. And these people probably would have definitely been a lot more sluggish in lane camping or perimeter camping, instead of just, you know, being like not aware of what's going on around them because they figure, oh well, it's probably my teammate, right? So that's just my advice in a way. Like, you gotta put in the time, and you gotta take losses to get wins, especially in this game. Since we have skill-based matchmaking, if you are like really losing, at least you have that positive to look forward to of next game. It's gonna be better. Like, it can't get any worse, right? So that's what I would say is my best advice, is just staying in the games. Don't give up, don't quit just because people aren't catering to your playstyle. You have to get used to them, because ultimately you can only change yourself. You can't change them. So that's just my advice. I mean, it's right, it could be wrong. You know, just try it out, see if it works for you. Let me know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later.